record to this computer. Welcome everybody. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, why not? Let's go live on Facebook. Let's do that. And then everybody can see where this Zoom is actually. It's pretty exciting when you do Zooms. And again, if you've never done one before, it's actually a good thing to learn how to do a Zoom, because it's actually one of my secrets to top sponsor is Zooms. And I'm going to talk about that tonight and how you can do that, how you can use Get Fearless Freedom for that platform. So here we go. This is how I do the behind the scenes. And I will do live. So here we go. Everybody get the notice to come on. So if you are a member, make sure you get on your own list. It'll remind you to get on the Zoom here when we host these every single Monday night. Okay. And of course, I do want to start out by just a remembrance here. It is September 11th. It was the day that my life changed. It was upside down. And I know a lot of people's lives were changed on today. 22 years ago, we were sitting in our mortgage broker office, my husband and I thought the world was collapsing. I thought the world was ending. I thought, geez, my gosh, what is going on? And so I remember every single minute of it, almost like it was yesterday. And I can't believe it's been 22 years today. So I just wanted to take that time to, be grateful that you're here, that you're alive. As a fellow New Yorker, New Yorkers are pretty tough, but let me tell you, that day was really extremely tough. And so what I've done is I've taken my experience of that day and I said to myself, you know what? I've got to keep going. I got to keep moving. I got to do this for my kids. I have to do this for my family. So my husband and I decided to continue in the entrepreneurial space, and we had to close our mortgage broker office. We actually had to fire 22 people that were working for us. It was the hardest thing ever. It didn't happen right away, but it happened soon enough to where it was pretty painful. It was pretty painful. So we actually downsized. We decided to, continue in the financial space. Obviously, with a home-based business, you are talking to people about money, making money, right, in a home-based business space. So it just seems like it's natural to me and for my husband and my son now. And so we decided to, continue on. We got into the restaurant business. That was a flop in our 40s. And then I decided to, you know what, I'm going to become an affiliate marketer. I'm going to do high ticket sales. And so I've been doing this for 12 years now, and it's been the best decision of my life, because not only have I been able to help myself, but I've been able to train thousands of other people in this space. Okay. This is not MLM. This is not network marketing. I've, of course, taught people, and the system can be used for that. But it is one of the best decisions is to get into high ticket. And I'll tell you the reason why. When you join a home-based business, okay, there's a few things you want to look at. Obviously, compensation. The compensation plan is the biggest thing you want to take a look at. I don't care if someone is just telling you that it is the best product, the best sliced bread, ever since they invented the internet. You got to look at the compensation plan, and you got to look at what is your time in order to work with that person. Okay. So I'll give you an example. In order to continue our lifestyle, which you can probably imagine was pretty high when we were mortgage brokers and real estate investors, we were used to 5- and 6-figure months. You can imagine going from 9/11 literally down to our mortgage broker business was cut in half. So I had to get rid of my Lexus. And I'm not sitting there trying to brag or boast, but I mean, we lived pretty high, and our accountant even told us, go and get a Lexus, go and get a house on the lake, do all these things because you're going to need tax write-offs. So this is what we did in our 30s. So I had 3 cars. I had a, whatever, Jeep, you know what I mean? Jeep, just the best of the best. I had a cottage on the lake and all this kind of stuff. But what happens when all of a sudden you lose your income? You freak out, sort of. I freaked out a little bit. And I said to myself, but there's got to be a way, because I didn't want to go back to the corporate world. I didn't want to, struggle. I didn't want to say no to my kids. I didn't want to say no to all that stuff. I didn't want to say, oh no, I can't afford that, because that's the last thing that I wanted to come out of my mouth. In fact, if I ever hear someone say, and Mary Beth knows this, and a few people that I've mentored, whatever comes out of your mouth is directly affected by your bank account. So like today, I've had a $3,000 day. Actually, it's going to be a $4,000 day, but by the time this day ends, that to me is normal and natural. When you have systems that you can leverage, $5,000 days, $10,000 days, $20,000 days is nothing, especially when you have the internet to leverage. It is nothing. It's a drop in the bucket, people. If you're only like looking at this as, oh, I just want to make a couple $100, I want to make $1,000. I'm speaking to you tonight, Fernand, right? We don't want to just be average. We don't want to just get by. You know what I mean? There's people right now making just just tons and tons of money, right? And it's because they have leverage. It's because they've leveraged themselves. So when I decided to launch Get Fearless Freedom in 2019, all right, I said to myself, I want something different. I want a community where people are going to make a lot of money. I want a community where I don't have to worry about paying out, because I don't pay out. I don't touch your money. It's all peer-to-peer, member to member. You guys pay the person that brought you here tonight, okay? It's all that. I didn't want to deal with that, because you know what? Dealing with employees and headaches and 1099s and W-2s and all that, it was a lot of work, So here I am out west now. It took us 3 years. I'll back up a little bit. I'll get to the presentation here. I just want you guys to see that today of all days, I reflect upon where I was and where I'm at now. I'm so grateful that I decided to get out of New York. I'm so grateful that I'm still here. But when you're stuck in a place, and I was stuck there for 10 years with my mom and dad, and I have them come out as often as they can. But it was really hard to see that empire that we built for 15 years all of a sudden crumble down. And you say to yourself, you know what, if I got through that, what can I do in my life to help other people push through that and get through that? That's why I'm here. That's what I feel like I've been put on this earth for, is that I was almost drugged through the mud. We had to fire all those employees. We decided to try to start a restaurant. Those two didn't work out. But you know what? My online experience, because I knew one thing, I knew I had to advertise my business, and I knew that if I didn't get anybody to my website, I wouldn't make any money. So that is my passion. And the reason why I launched Get Fearless Freedom was so that I could teach people the right ways in order to make money online. Because there's so much stuff out there. There's so many companies taking people's leads that it just drives me crazy. And I need more people. I can't do it alone. I need people to know that the right way, there's other ways to do it. Absolutely. But most of the time when you see the leaders making the money on the leaderboards, they're not teaching people how to do a YouTube video. They're not teaching people how to build a list. They just go tell people. And I know this for a fact because I've joined them. Right? So if you're listening to this on Facebook, and you're like, wow, Tammy's on one tonight, it's because it's irritating for me to see people just like taking advantage of other people, just like that happened that day, 22 years ago. It's like those people didn't need to die. It could have been prevented. So it's just one of those things to me where that's my passion. And I want people to know that's the reason why I continue to do what I do. It's not about the money. I've made a lot of money in my life. It's about helping other people realize that, you know what, you too can do it. Like when people tell me, I'm sorry, I'm too shy, I can't get on a Zoom. I'm like, do you know what I used to look like 100 pounds heavier? Like, do you know that I've gone through all these things too? It's okay. It's okay. You can start from where you are. You can do what you want to do. You can do it because I've done it. See what I mean? So in a way, I created Get Fearless Freedom so that it could inspire other people. So you could bring people here to be inspired. Sure, you can make $200, $500, $1,000, but honestly, it's right here within here. that it takes you to make that happen every single day. Okay. It's like Mel Robbins says, no one's coming here to save us, right? It's just like that day. I said, geez, why isn't anybody coming? You know, I mean, like a month before we had to fly to New York City just for our mortgage broker license, you know, because we had to get, you know, the stamp and, you know, the approval. And my husband had gone through 2 years of apprenticeship with another mortgage broker office. So we actually had gone through hoops just to get our mortgage broker license. So when you think of those things that you go through, you're like, okay, well, how can I take those experiences and then turn it into a good thing in my life? And that's what I've done here with this community is I've seen so many breakthroughs, so many people making money, you know, and I'm here to see that continue to happen. So when I came out in 2019, the Get Fearless Freedom theme was I wanted it to be used for anything that you have. Like, in other words, if you have an income stream, and if you have one, put a 1 in here so I can tell who's in the audience here. If you have more than one income stream, one affiliate program on here online, put a 1 in here. If you have none, put 2. That way I can see who has what. It's important for me to see who I'm talking to with the audience here tonight. But anyway, okay, so some people have no, okay, some people have, all right, cool. So when I decided to launch Get Fearless Freedom, it isn't just to resell Get Fearless Freedom, if that makes sense. In other words, you can make, this is where it comes compliant. You can use this for any other offer. You can use this for any other income stream. In other words, you can take the capture pages that we have unlimited capture pages, okay? We have unlimited campaigns that you can set up, and we have unlimited traffic. So there you go. You don't have to worry about the tech. You don't have to worry about the traffic because we have plenty of ways to market it. And you don't have to worry about being limited, because the last thing I wanted online was to have a limitation of my software. Okay, that's the last thing you want, is to get into a home-based business, but yet, oh geez, I just really love this product and maybe I want to run a campaign for that. See what I mean? So I didn't want Get Fearless Freedom to just say, okay, it's only 200, 500,000. Now, of course, if you come to my masterminds, okay, if you come to my masterminds, I'm only going to talk about Get Fearless Freedom, because I am expanding this membership, and that is what I do. And that is my promise to my programmer that helped me launch this. Okay. Because that's how he gets paid. He actually gets paid by the membership and the people that we bring on. Okay. So that's how he gets paid. And that's where I have to keep that promise to him. So I just wanted you guys to know, I'm very passionate about what I do. I want people to know that it's just not a 7-minute video. It's not just a, you know, a website behind the scenes. That's why I do these Zooms. I had a conversation with someone earlier today, and they said, well, how come you do the Zooms when you have a good converting video? And I've already had a $5,000 day for people. And I said, you know what? When I first got started, I was a visual learner. And I know one of my brand new members, Michelle, at the Supreme level, she said the same thing to me. She's a visual learner. All of us are. We're all visual learners, every single one of us. There's no one that can memorize everything that I'm going to say here tonight. You're only going to retain 10, 20% of it. If you're taking notes, you're going to retain a lot more. It's just like anything when you go to an event, right? You take notes. So I just want you guys to see that you can always reflect. You can always go back to the main sales page after this presentation and pick the levels you want. Very, very simple comp plan. And it's very, very lucrative, especially when you focus just on Get Fearless Freedom. Okay. I'll show you guys right here. These are all the sales coming in. This is what I get to see. These are all the people that have joined Get Fearless Freedom since I've relaunched this to the 500 and 1,000 level. So I just want you guys to know there's the proof. There you go. You get to see in real time. Yes, it works. My system works. I know how to, my programmer knows how to program it. I know how to market. I've been doing it for 35 years of my life. I know what pulls people's trigger, right? I mean, always, right? In anything, you always want to make sure you have a marketing hook. Well, we, like I said, are selling tools to other internet marketers. And that is the very lucrative space that I've been in for the past 12 years. Very lucrative. The other lucrative space, believe it or not, especially in these times that are uncertain times, is masterminds and actual mentoring. Zig Ziglar, He is one of my mentors. I actually went to one of his events one time, and he made a lot of money just by mentoring people. So we've integrated not only the tools that you get, the system to sell it, but also the masterminds, okay, in order to make money with Get Fearless Freedom. It's almost like a whole business in a box that you're buying with Get Fearless Freedom. So we've relaunched and repackaged Get Fearless Freedom since 2019. Used to be where we only had like $300 commission, but now you're able to make 500 and, like I said, 1,000. So we've added those 2 levels on. If this is the first time you've listened to me tonight, we actually launched that in February. So now we are here, obviously, in September, and September 11th. So you're here at the right place, the right time, because there is a lot of action going online, especially with people right now. They need to have a side gig, right? For obvious reasons, with the inflation going up, people wanting to stay home, you know, and all this sort of thing. So that's the reason why I like this level, especially. It's my favorite level, of course, because you're making $1,000. Like I said, I've had 5 people join at that level here again today alone, before even the Zoom. So by the time this evening ends, we're probably going to have 10, 15 people usually join on a Monday night. The other thing is the time freedom that this gives us, okay? Anyone that effectively implements my training, and I say it's going to take a little bit of learning curve. Hey, I was realistic. Did you know that when I was turned in 2019, excuse me, when I got to say this right, when I opened up my back office, I didn't program it, but when I saw it, it took me about a week to learn it. I'm a little slow learner. I actually had to jump on a Zoom with my programmer, and I said, well, how do you create this and how do you do this? So it actually took me some time. So I totally understand a brand new person coming in. You'll want to open up your back office, because we actually have 100 people that have never even opened up their back office. Now, how many people on here got a gym membership, but no matter what, they don't go to the gym? Me. I used to do it all the time. You get a gym membership, you forget to go to the gym. Oh, darn it. That's right. I got to go to the gym today. Right? So, but luckily for me, I have a son that keeps pushing me. I'm going like every other day now. But anyway, that's what happens. It's what happens. You get distracted. You forget. Oh, geez, that's right. Tammy said, oh my gosh, I forgot to even open up the back office, right? There's probably some people even on here thinking about that. So the training is in the back office. The training is not in Messenger with your sponsor. The training is not here on these overviews. The training is in your back office. That is what you purchase. Okay. So this is a live overview. And again, like I said, I want people to feel comfortable when they join. I have been doing this for 12 years. And when I first started, I didn't get to talk to the owner. I didn't even know afterwards, until I started making a lot of sales, that he even existed. He finally contacted me and said, hey, you're doing a really good job. And he sent me an email. I was like, oh, who's this? See, I was very naive, you know? And so in 2023, there's many, many advances that we've had. And so I wanted people to know who is the owner, who's the one actually emailing out the leads. There's actually a portal that you probably don't even know about or are even aware of. And I'll show it to you right now. How many people have never, ever seen this presentation and you got an email and all of a sudden you're on here on the Zoom? How many people on here? And I'll prove it to you that this works, that my software actually works. If I can just have a show of yes or, you know, or whatever on the side here, I'd appreciate it. Oh, see, we got someone on here that's literally got on the Zoom and they don't even know. So that's what they call drive-in traffic. So at one point you got onto someone's list and now you're on the Zoom because you got notified of a live Zoom tonight. So it's called Get Fearless Freedom. So someone thought of you, thought, well, hey, I'm going to jump on the Zoom, you know, because you got an email. So see, that's how this works. That's how automated this is. All you literally have to do, again, this is not network marketing. I don't train on network marketing. I don't train on pitching your family and friends. This is not a product that way. This is digital marketing, network marketing, where you can resell these tools. So I have a little program in my back office, and I'll show it to you, where I log in, and right before this right 10 minutes before, I sent out an email that looks like this, 10 minutes prior. Okay. We get notifications all the time. And I have a done for you email portal. So these are some of the things I like to show and share over the shoulder, because you won't have the same login as I do. This is my admin portal. This is how you can see right now what I would be doing. So if I literally wanted to send this out now, I could recreate it like this. I could say, we are live, jump on. See how I can do that while I'm typing here on the Zoom? And this very email portal hooks up to the person's autoresponder, which you'll learn about. An autoresponder is essentially your own list. So the companies that you might be marketing for might be stealing your leads right now, whether you know it or not, whether you were aware of it or not. I'm telling you tonight, if you're not building your own database and your own leads and collecting your own what I call online real estate, your database, if you're not collecting your own leads, you're going to be upset. You're going to be, okay, I need what Tammy has tonight. I need this solution, because I didn't have a clue what I was doing when I first started. Okay. I didn't have a clue. So this done for you email portal, which we talk about again on the website, and that's how you probably saw the email to jump on here. This done for you email portal was sent by me, not by the member. So you never have to send out any emails. You never have to follow up. You never have to close. I do it for everybody. So it's a done for you system. And I couldn't believe when my programmer actually programmed it in my back office. I says, this is the most amazing invention ever. It's not AI. It's not, I don't want people thinking that this is an AI webinar. It's not. It's very automated. It's an API. API meaning my software talks to your list. And as soon as I hit that send button, boom, it goes to your prospect's inbox. And this is how we had a $5,000 day. It works so slick that we love it. And we're not going to stop. That's the cool part about Get Fearless Freedom, you know? So I've perfected it. So watch, we go in here like this. I'm just going to do a real quick one. I go here, this is my admin portal, done for you emails, say something like, let's see, 1 second here. 1 second, go like this, we are live. And then I can even go in here and take like this Monday night right here. I can copy, I can even cheat sometimes, but I can go into my email portal. Whoops, 1 second, let me close down some of these windows. 1 second. Right. Where was I at? Right here. And I can go in here, Monday Night Webby, we are live. We're missing you, or whatever, right? And it will go out in real time. It's so cool to get people on here. And so anyway, that's the part of the transparency. That's the part I take care of. And how much do you think all that costs? You're probably thinking, oh man, this is going to be like really super expensive, right? Most people think that because I'm emailing their leads every single day. I had one lady tell me, oh, about $100 a day. You're going to follow up for all my leads, like 10, because you can get tens of thousands of people on your list. And there's some marketers that I know that have like 27,000, 30,000 that I've helped with Get Fearless Freedom. Well, relax, because it's only $47 a month. It's not $100 a day. It's $1.56 a day, like my son would say. So for $1.56 a day, you're having me follow up with your leads. And this is the kicker. You get 100% of the commissions. I don't even take any part of the 200, 500, and 1,000. So isn't that pretty cool? So to me, this is time freedom. To me, this was like the ultimate system. And I was like, wow, because I've launched other systems before and they always had this one thing where I was like, it's not quite right. Because you got to remember, I'm a little bit knowledgeable in this marketing area. So when he came out with this, you know, I said, well, I don't want to have to set up anyone's Aweber accounts anymore. I don't want to have to do all these follow-up series. And, you know, Mary Beth and I love it because we don't have to. And same with Rob. I mean, he just had a sale right before this. So we don't have to set anyone up and you won't have to either. So that's the cool part about it is you just drive traffic, make sales, rinse and repeat, and voila, and you're on with your day. I spend about 90 minutes a day marketing and If I want to spend a little bit more, I will, but that's my average day. I'm getting it down to a 3-day work week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm actually off and running up into the mountains. We're pretty much semi-retired. So if I do get a sale or sign up, it's always automatic, coming through on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's pretty much the cool part about the follow-up system. Now with the Craigslist auto reply software, I'm going to show that to everybody here. Okay. Let me share my screen. Everybody doing good? Share my screen here. This right here, this ad is actually something we're going into a national publication. I'm not going to say the publication just because some people on here are obviously still making a choice on whether to join or not. But I have set up relationships with brokers, advertising brokers, not mortgage brokers, but advertising brokers I've set up relationships with. And this coming, let's see, tomorrow. Yeah, Wednesday is actually the cutoff. Everybody that has sent their money in has, if you haven't yet, send me your capture page. If you are a member, if you are part of the nationwide co-op advertising, especially in the fall. And we all know that, summer is very slow. Well, it really hasn't been though, has it, Mary Beth? It's like, my gosh, we were so busy in July and August. We weren't even like slow. Like, how there's some businesses you see if you drive around, they're going out of business. Not with an online business, not with this internet-based business and this boom we call. So while the economy is collapsing, this actually gets a lot of people's attention, believe it or not. There's a home-based business that's sweeping the internet right now. So I'm placing this ad, and of course we changed it. Now it's a 7-minute video, 7 minutes. That's the extent of the video, okay, to learn exactly what Get Fearless Freedom is. So if you got on this Zoom and you're still kind of wondering, don't worry. By the end of it, you'll know exactly what it is. And that's what the whole part of the leverage is when you want to have a lifestyle business, you want something to do all the telling, selling, and explaining for you so you don't have to. I've never explained this business once. Never. If someone has a question, I send them back to the video that I recorded. Okay. If someone messages me or something like that, I'll be like, well, did you watch the 7-minute video? I mean, honestly, we put that together and it's converting very high. Like I said, $5,000 days. And it's only going to get higher. Again, going back to the other guys, the problem that I had to find a solution. I was actually waiting 30 days for some payouts and my bills were due now. You know what I mean? You got the feeling like, oh my gosh, this bill's coming up. Well, that's exactly what I used to feel like 12 years ago. I'm like, there's got to be something out there. So that's when I found the get paid today systems, and I love them. This is just a real quick, picture of us in Vegas, and just showing you, and I already explained why I have the passion of starting GFF. These are the levels, and I'll go into the Craigslist auto reply software and show you my live ads tonight. They bring in lots and lots of sales and lots of money. Consistency is the key word here tonight. If you place one ad and expect to be a millionaire, this is not the Zoom for you. Okay. If you expect to send one email, for me to send out one email to your list, this is not the webinar. It's time to get off. You're not going to become a millionaire or rich overnight by just placing one ad and just saying, that's it, I'm done. No, it's just like Coca-Cola or Tesla or any of them. They are always advertising, right? So that's the same thing here with Get Fearless Freedom. I make sure I've got my ads up every day. Traffic to my website every day. Okay. That's the reason why I do co-ops and traffic. All right. Here we go. Classified ads. I mean, like I said, they're my favorite. I mean, last year when I was in the hospital and I didn't feel good, I mean, this year I'm feeling phenomenal. And I'm like, got so much energy. People think I'm just, I got another Zoom coming up, So but last year when I wasn't feeling well, and there's a lot of people, unfortunately nowadays, saying they don't feel well. So they come to me and I'll say, well, why don't you place ads? Place some Craigslist ads. That comes with a 500 level, the software, $500. You're going to be able to get your classified ads up. You'll have the training in the back office. Again, tonight's an overview, just an overview. So you can see that we're a real live community, right? And not someone just hiding behind the website. So you have the auto reply software. You want to go over the steps, okay? step by step. It's very easy. I could even figure it out. And I'm very non-techie. Okay. As you can see, I don't even know how to play this presentation like my son does. So here we go. This is the back office. This is some of the stuff that it'll be in the back office, how to actually buy and sell merchandise. In fact, Rob's with my husband tonight. They're at an auction and that's what they do full time. And we decided to integrate their knowledge, my husband's knowledge. We're actually getting into real estate. I don't know if anyone saw that on my timeline. They love real estate, physical assets, you know, things like that. That's what we've always done. We did actually stay in real estate. My husband kept flipping homes and things like that after 9/11, and he loves real estate. There's just something in his blood, something about it. So anyway, that's the reason why we decided to integrate some of this knowledge. I have had a couple people ask me to do a higher level of $2,000 level to teach real estate and how to do real estate investing and flipping. I'll consider it. Okay, it just depends on how many of my membership would want it. I'll take a poll. But anyway, for right now, the highest level is 1,000. There's other companies that have 1,000, or excuse me, a 2,000 level. And again, I've already gone over this a little bit, but I'll go slow for people that just came on or that didn't hear the first part of this. So essentially, when we launched the 1,000 level, I wanted it to be very, you know, educational. And I wanted to truly teach people how I got on the leaderboards for a lot of different companies. Okay. And people know, they've seen my name on leaderboards. And for me, I was like, well, I got to train it, and I'm going to train it on a platform. That's the reason why I decided to launch the 1,000 level. A lot of people love YouTube, and YouTube has made us a lot of money. It's made a lot of my members a lot of money. We just had 2 trainings in August for the 1,000 level. They're already back there. I just sent my programmer the last one. It's going to be right back in the back office. You'll see it. So the mastermind is going to be back there. See, everything that you see that I've talked about here tonight it's not PLR products, where there's a lot of other companies that launch, and I'm not going to name names, but there's a lot of other companies that launch and it's not their product. They actually went and bought it online for some real cheap cost. This is actually, every single video is mine. It's my time, it's my effort, it's my energy. Back here, these are all mine, ours, together as a community collectively. See, there's a huge difference. So when you're looking at a business opportunity, you want to make sure, does the products actually train? And the answer has to be yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing it. That's just me. Okay. I used to always like kind of say to the company owners before, I'd be like, when are you going to update your products? Remember, Mary Beth? I used to like always say, when are you going to update your products? And it would be like, oh, I would almost like have to pull teeth, you know. Here they are over probably on some beach or something like that, sipping Mai Tais or something. But no, we have them all back here for you. Okay. So that was the other thing I had to have. I was like, man, I have to have this. So anyway, that is how I recently, like I said, put the 1,000 level back there. I like personal development. If you haven't noticed, I believe that personal development, you have to work on you. You have to work on your mindset, especially when you're an entrepreneur and it gets lonely out there. That's the reason why I do like the masterminds, is because you can come on, you can talk to me, you can say, hey, Tammy, I helped Scott the other day tweak his Craigslist, and Scott that's on here, and I helped Mary, of course, Mary Beth is rock star. I'm just saying, like, there's other people that I would help, and, you know, and kind of coach a little bit along the way, you know, because you might need a little tweak here and there. That's all. And so that's the reason why I decided to, you know, have the mastermind sessions. Okay. And they're very valuable. And then of course you gotta love this one. There's a capture page that I'll share, and I'm not sure, I'll probably have to take it off of my Facebook account, because I actually have people that watch what I do and they try to steal my ideas. Luckily, I have some really great friends that tell me about it. But anyway, this one here is where you can sell to the program hoppers. Now, I know it sounds like it's sarcastic wording, but it's really sort of honestly the truth, because there are so many program hoppers out there. There's one program launch, and then there's another one, and then there's another one. And I'm telling you right now, if you had your foundation built first, you can actually, yes, successfully do it, but it's hard if you don't have a list in order to rank up to those leaderboards. Like, in other words, let's just say I had no list, I had no Facebook and all the things that I teach, right? To do this, let's just say I didn't have any of that, that I call assets, then I wouldn't be able to rank to any of those leaderboards. So, because most of these companies that are being pushed out there right now, and again, I won't name names, we have images that talk about some of this, but they're not allowing the affiliate to build a third-party autoresponder in the back office. You probably are pretty amazed at that. But the reason why they don't do that is because it's harder for the coders and it's harder for the owners, because the owners don't want to have to go through that extra step of training. I'm just being honest. So, because I've talked to a lot of the company owners of these programs out there, and especially the network marketing companies, but ultimately, let's just say all of a sudden next month you can't do it. You're just, something comes up and you just can't work it anymore. Let's say you put 100 leads back there in their back office. Who's going to keep those leads when you leave? Who? The company, unfortunately. And there goes, let's say you spend 100 ad or $100 or $20 on Craigslist, and you're doing this, and then all of a sudden you leave and your back office gets shut off because you're not paying that auto ship or whatever. They're gone. Now, if a person leaves here, guess what? They still keep their leads, because I never touch the leads. They go right into the autoresponder, and I can prove it. So when you're in your back office, isn't that like an aha moment here tonight? Like, I was like, wow. I said, no wonder these companies keep wanting to send out an email to their list, because they're getting their affiliates to get all those people and all those emails onto that database, right? They're not teaching how to collect that lead, you know? So it's like, that was the other thing. I was like, man, I gotta train more people on this, you know, because it's one of those OCD things with me. I'm just like, man, why are they doing that? So anyway, so you can collect the lead. All you got to do is come in here. If you have this, or if you don't have it yet, just get the smallest package. If you don't want to get the 500 in the Craigslist autoresponder and the 1,000 mentoring with me, just come in here, buy the $47 tonight in the 200 package, and start creating your lead capture pages. Your lead capture page, you're capturing the lead. Let's say you want to use it for your network marketing company, then you would just come in here and there's 2 clicks. It's not even hard to set it up. So now all of a sudden you get to start building what? You see that tab open right there? That's my Aweber. That's my asset. This is why a lot of people get frustrated online, because they don't build a list. They don't know how to get onto the leaderboards. Everybody that's, I bet you right now, that's on a leaderboard, some they have a list. They've emailed their list. You can't tell me they didn't, because they did. I will call them a liar tonight. They emailed their list, they sent it out to their list, and that's how they're on the leaderboard. So I'm teaching tonight how to do it, you know? So you'd think that more people would catch on to this, but they don't, because I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of people, and they're just like, I even had people just send me their raw link. I said, I can't send traffic to a raw link. How are you going to collect the lead? How am I going to email the people out, you know? So you always have to create your capture page. You always have to create that. And it's very, very easy to do. We actually have a 17-minute video that you could, you know, buy it right now, log in there if you're, you know, crunched for time. And by the time, you know, you put the kids to bed or whatever. See, I used to do this when I was homeschooling the kids. I know Mary Beth, she's done this while her kids been going through college and things like that, you know. But yeah, because we're busy moms and we don't have a lot of time to you know, to mess around with things. So there's a 17-minute video right here done by one of our members, and she explains exactly how to get the capture pages and everything hooked up. And we even have, you wouldn't even have to watch that. You could come in here, listen to my videos, and by the like 7 minutes, 10 minutes, you'd already have a campaign set up. This is exactly what I do. I go in here. If I want to create a new campaign tonight, let's just say, I'm just going to say Monday demo, something like that. Let's see, Monday, I can name it Monday demo, right? Something like this. And let's say I want to put up a Craigslist ad tonight. I could do it in 5 minutes flat. So I'm going to choose this one. choose Craigslist, choose my, where it goes, whoops, wrong one. Get Fearless Freedom. This is my last member, so I wouldn't want to use that. She'd be happy if she got the sale. Put Team Tammy, put the Craigslist ads, that's it, boom, it's already done. That's my campaign. And then I would just literally go in here, like I would, of course, you know, find it in the category. I'm doing this fast, but that's how fast it is to set up a campaign and then to start collecting the money. And that's literally, that's how fast. So this is one of my pages. You can change the pages. You can, this is how you scale up. Once you start making money, you change your, you know, results or whatever. And please don't use my results, please. Just use your results. But you can use some of our images and copy and things like that that we give you, absolutely. But anyway, this is how I scale up, right? So each month, and especially fall and winter time. Fall and winter time is just honestly the best time with the home-based businesses that we know of. But this is how I scale. And honestly, 90 minutes a day, boom, on, off, I go do my running, you know, walking, workout, and anything like that anymore. Go up into the mountains with Bob. So that's it. That's how simple it is. And I've been using this system for 4 years. So you can probably imagine I got a lot of categories back there. You know what I mean? But that's what I like about it, is that you can use it for unlimited categories. And it's the best, in my opinion, system. The other thing I had one person ask me about is because of they wanted branding. Well, we have 5 bridge pages / branding pages that you can use, 5 of them that come with $47 a month. So that's another huge benefit. But anyway, so I have the Craigslist campaign set up, right? So I have the funnel set up. Well, now it's time to launch and do a Craigslist ad, right? Who wants to see a Craigslist ad? Everybody's still with me tonight? I want to make sure. When I get into this, I get into my groove. I don't check messages. So I haven't seen too many pop up. Pretty fascinating internet marketing, isn't it? Like, you literally, the cool part about internet marketing is that strangers will send you money. Whereas with network marketing, the family runs the other way. That's the difference. That's how I can explain internet marketing versus network marketing. Network marketing, you try to pitch your friends and family. You make and you lose a lot of friends that way. With internet marketing, you're advertising and targeting the people like on the Zoom that want to make money from home. Huge difference, you know what I mean? And that's who I go after. And I have sources, traffic sources. You can use solo ads. You know, I use a lot of solo ads. I mean, there's this unlimited, you know, traffic that we can use. So solo ads, you're essentially renting someone else's list to get them on your list. Okay, so let me do a Craigslist ad. So I have my domain set up. And so I would essentially go over to Craigslist. And of course, you know, have to set up your own account. This is my account. I go over to Craigslist and I look at my account and say, all right, where do I want to renew? So because it is September 11th, it looks like I have a few I can renew. You can actually renew these every 28 days actually, and you can even put it on an auto repost monthly if you wanted to really put it on an like automation. Like if you really wanted to automate your business and like walk away from it and maybe work 4 hours a week on it, like who doesn't have 4 hours a week? Like, you know what I mean? You just either cut out your coffee time or watching TV. But I mean, I literally just go and I renew it, you know? So I click renew. And then I just go through here. I want to click and I want to obviously change the image or edit or whatever. You can do it right here. You can just change and then edit the images. So right here, just go ahead and I edit it. I just bring up something that maybe Rob's given me, maybe this one, change it around, get rid of that one. Done with images. I like Craigslist. I'm not so much always on Facebook. I obviously am doing this Facebook Live tonight. If you're listening in, great. Give me a love and a comment. Helps the algorithm, helps people see this. But I'm just saying, like, if you like direct response marketing as much as me, then you're going to want the Craigslist auto reply. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to use it. You know, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but hey, we all need to have some learning in our life, you know? And then you just click continue, you pay for it, and then it's live. Like, that's how simple it is. It's just really simple, simple, simple. So that's all you do. Go ahead and I will continue. There it is. So it's live on my Craigslist account right there. So there's the 11th, there you see it. That's live. Now I'm going to have eyeballs to my website right there. Earn $500 to $1,000 with this Craigslist auto reply software. I make money all the time off of Craigslist. The other way you can make money with Craigslist is by using the capture page to whatever, you know, maybe the guys sell inventory. Okay. They just flipped the Rolex watch. So the person responded to the Craigslist ad. They asked about the Rolex, and boom, next thing they know, they were selling the Rolex. So you can use the auto reply software for other things. They're going to be using it for their real estate business and their flips and stuff like that. Especially in the West, you know, San Francisco area. Like, if you Google like the top Craigslist cities, I'm giving out a lot of information I know on the Zoom that I typically share on a paid mastermind. But if you were to go into Google and you type in what's the best Craigslist cities to advertise in, you'll find them. It'll pop up for you. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. It's really fun. And we use it all the time, you know, because like I said, we have 2 accounts. So mine is used for the marketing business, GFF, and then Rob's, he goes back and forth. He'll post up ads and then he'll flip it. He'll switch it to the flips that he's using and working with Bob. Okay. Anyone have any questions so far? Let me just read up. So let me go ahead, and it is almost the hour. So let me go ahead and end the live stream on Facebook. So if you are listening on Facebook, you can jump on the link, ourfearlessmovement.com. And then I will go ahead and end the recording. Stop recording.